Ow. Okay. Well now, this is a rather lot of starting faces. Are my library books overdue again? Not to our knowledge, we are associates of Kara, or the students of Balastion. We seek passage to Thanavar and understand that you can assist us. Ah, the test subjects, welcome, welcome. Test subjects? Oh, you haven't heard it. Well, then, let me explain. So in order to travel to an aetheryte, you order need to attune to it beforehand. Otherwise, you can't use it as a beacon to seek out while you're a mass of ether hurtling along the live stream. An inconvenient but inconceivable limit of aetherite teleportation. But what if I were to tell you that there's a way to travel to an aetherite without being attuned to it? A way to teleport instantly to a place you've never been. For long years, we've labored to make such travel possible, that people might move about more freely. And we've done it. We've created a kind of aetherite that doesn't require attunement. Truly, what changes everything? That earring, I think, is a limited edition. You can't get it ever again. Yeah. While my language may have been misleading, the user needs to not attune to these aetherytes, but at the aetheryte themselves. Must have been pre-attuned to each other, thereby facilitating draw between the 2 points. But it just so happens that our first test pair of aetherytes, one has been installed in Charlian, and the other over in Nikelmot, a port town in Thanavar. As you know, our nation has long maintained long ties with Rast at Han, and indeed we owe much of this breakthrough to the contribution of their alchemists. So to sum up, we're here to test these aetheryte. How fortunate it is for you. I should mention that an accident has impaired my ability to channel ether. Will this be a problem? Not at all. As a matter of fact, you might say that these aetheryte were made for people like your good self. The magic's imbued within will whisk you away without any effort on your part. A veritable dream come true, and far be it from me to worry about such things. But do we have permission to use your shiny new invention? No permission required is yours, so assuming you're willing, we're all set. It may come as a surprise, but we're actually struggling to find test objects. Most people seem to be unreasonable fear of their souls, gradually disingenuine as they drift helplessly in lifestream. In statistically unlikely event that something goes awry. But it's plain that you aren't most people. Miss Carlisle truly knows how to pick 'em. If I might change the subject, our Master Wheelstrom and Mistress Bewilda not present today. Oh, didn't you hear? They've recently resigned their posts. Their expertise was needed somewhere else. A large-scale project helmed by the Forum itself, as I understand, but I'm not privy to the details. Let's see. Any other questions? No? Then let's get going before you change your minds. Please see to the preparation outside. Proceed to the preparation and head outside the Etherite Plaza. I'll be along shortly. Alright.
We're all set.
I like that accent.
Just the 4 of you, was it?
Hmm?
3. I'm already attuned to the crystal in Thavnir.
You are? Oh. I would have preferred more test subjects. Oh, well, never mind. If our 3 travelers could line up here, please.
Alright. Let's see what we can do. It's literally the quest of the 4 dads.
Yes, right there is fine. Take a deep breath, and I'll soon have you soaring through the ether. Oh, and one last thing. You might experience a teensy-weensy touch of violent ethereal sickness. Good luck!
Oh, god damn it. Well, in this case, it would be Thamiver now.
Thavnir, home to city-state Rads at Han. Rising from the southeast waters of the Bounty, this Isle of Plenty served as the battleground for a conflict between two peoples. Their cultures bled into one another until a unique amalgamation was distilled from the chaos, in a process not unlike their precious alchemy. Once solidified as a single nation, an adamant stance of neutrality would hold invaders at bay for a time. Now across this vibrant isle creeps a fog of malice. What choice do you have? What chance?
He lasted longer.
Against such an insidious foe.
Hmm. Jeez.
Faces after a bout of bad shellfish. Let me bring you something to drink. That should help settle your bellies.
That's me right now.
There was a note with Kryle's instructions.
I didn't read it yet.
Don't let a Stinian roam the markets alone. He's alarmingly bad with coin.
Do we have a choice? Warrior of Light, I gotta push through. You managed to will yourself to your feet, but given your condition, will you reach Instinian time? I can't. Estanian! You there. I need 3 drinks. Something that'll help with ether sickness. But, my name is Fusa, traveler. I'm in greetings. Greetings and welcome. You're wise and good sir to come to me. My special armor is made with only the finest and freshest ingredients. It's farmed for calming unruly bellies. By way of a warm welcome of a traveler, I'm pleased to offer it to you with a low price of 19,800 gil. But not for 1, not 2, but 3 bottles. A bargain amongst bargains. The price is higher, Robbly. You want to say as much to Sinian, but you realize any words of you won't accompanied by your last meal. You must stand before a Estinian and you are suggested to deny that deer's fare. I thought you can barely stand. What do you need to tell me? That's so urgent? Wait, I shouldn't buy the last? This merchant is swindling me. Sincere apologies, but I appear to have my pride is confused. It's actually 1,800 gil and 90 for 3 bottles of lassi. The confusion would have been quite costly for both of us. Very well then, your coin. Here's a bottle for you. Each of you take them to the others and get some rest. What is that? Oh, it's an elephant. I'll be back after I explore the town. Raise it 12 my stomach, doth loosen its death grip. My heartfelt thanks to thee and Estinian, and to the fine fruits of these lands. Where, excellent. Who spared us to Daru's wrath. Wait, sweet release. Almost as if I was on purpose. Sweet, sweet release. If you hadn't already, you should have yours. I have found it. That's the most. May I ask where you got the core for it? A local vendor, the men said it was a thin weave, though not easily unraveled. And how much did it cost? 9,400 gil. A seal, I was told. It's nothing fancy, but I have always valued function over form. That's incredible. I dare say not even Alphino could hold a candle to you. It's uncommon for a merchant to sell at prices high, but doesn't it seem excessive here? Are all Hanish merchants so unscrupulous? I expected the Azure Dragon to put more of a fight. On that subject, I shall refrain from making a comment. Yet I can't help but observe that the merchants seem overzealous in their pursuit of profit. Claiming Thaniver is its domain, the nation of Razaha hath long thrived as a hub of commerce. In the beginning, there are sorta a Matanga tribe indigenous to this island, Over time, they came to be joined by the other races, and through their intermingling culture, a rich intermingling a culture rich and distinct did emerge. From alchemy to textiles, the products of Hainish culture have come to be celebrated and coveted the world over, a development only aided by the nation's prime location as a waypoint betwixt east and west. All of this hath combined all of this has combined to make the trading power of Raza Khan, yet such a status cannot be granted. Nay, it must needs to maintain through judicious governance and strict regulation. Thank God that mic was muted. That's all I can say. That's all I will say. That's all I will say. I need a tissue. Huh. There's my box. Neither I see any evidence given the merchants at Gateway Town are free to fleece hapless travelers and tarnish the reputation of the nation at large. Just so, the optimistic pricing is Revenant does suggest that overnight is such weekend or may have that the people have fallen upon hard times. Whatever the truth may be, it will be prudent to ascertain the certain state of affairs. Prudent and punctual, aye. We've not to lose by learning more. So ere we seek out Carl's acquaintance, shall we see what information we can gather by here in the Yaldil Mod. Excellent. We didn't exactly set off to start. We didn't exactly get off to a flying start, but we'll make up for it. Da, da, da. Alright. Right. Let's split up and make inquiries in town. Art, the pier is yours. Once you've learned what we can, we regroup by the ether off-putting, though the mere sight of it may be. The crate is laden with fruits, but there is no risk of spoiling, as they've been left for too long. Gazing out from the pier, he spied boats moored off nearby isles, with the silhouettes of large seafaring vessels farthering away. Compared to the ports you have visited, there appear to be little activity. What am I doing? Oh, recording my sales. Still do it daily, out of habit, though. I don't know why I bother hardly sell anything these days. Business has never been this terrible, but I suppose things could be worse if I had a consortium to keep afloat, like Kajislav. I don't envy his position. Better to be alone with my little operation, I've come to realize. You're a traveler by the looks. If you want, perhaps, you could pay Kajislav a visit. He'd be glad for the tidings from aboard. Like it, like as not, you'll find him at the Saltwood Sails, the harboring guild building across the water from here. Hmm. Well, no, but as a traveler, you're a rare sight in these unsettling times. People have given us a wide berth since the tower suddenly appeared in Norrön. It just stood there, looming ominously. Perhaps things would be fine after a fashion, but no, it has spawned felt fiends as well. We still have our lives to thanks to the radiant host, but business is as good as dead. What'll come to us, only the God knows. The message are coming? But we already have everything they ordered. What are we supposed to do with it? I don't know. But yelling at me isn't gonna help. All I know is their plans have changed, and that's it. Look, you must have known this might have happened. The Empire is at war with itself, and our province are in chaos. And then there's a tower sitting on our doorstep, spitting out monstries. The city, its defenses. We have afforded no protection out there. Can't blame foreigners for not wanting to take the risk. Yeah, but this is enormous loss. Alright. Forget about the Dalmatians. Surely some ships are still coming. We have fresh produce, handicrafts, medicine, all depending on Hana's favorites. Our consortium works closely with the merchants and artisans to supply only the finest wares. Quality is guaranteed. And I know all these things because I do. Which is why I regret to say I have nothing for you. All voyages have been cancelled or indefinitely postponed. And you are? Wait, a foreigner, are you not? A merchant. Please tell me you're a merchant. I'm a foreigner. I see. That's a shame. I'm sorry, but we're discussing important matters. If you need something, please talk to one of the others. Excuse me. My name is Matsuo. I'm here to see Kaza. Oh, it seems he's busy. I'll come back later then. Yes, can I help you? Ah, I'm missing you back in the guild. I wanted to speak with Cousin Sloth too, did you? I am a fisherman of Akali, a nearby village. I sell my catch to Kaza who offers to foreign merchants, but he hasn't bought anything for a while. When I heard the conundrum had been struggling, I became worried and decided to come and see him. Just as soon as he's free anyway. He's a hardworking man and I dare not disturb him. If I may ask, what is it that you do? An adventurer, you say, and you travel the world helping people. Then that means you're great at dealing with strangers. Please, won't you teach me to be like you? You see, I brought some fresh fish with me, the portion I couldn't preserve, and I want to sell them. The problem is I'm terrible with people. I've only dealt with cash and I couldn't talk to customers without getting my trunk in a twist. So please, as silly as it may sound, will you not peddle the fish in my set and show me how it's done? If you're willing, please let me know and I'll begin at once. Okay. Alright. So the trick is, you gotta have a dog next to you. Like you see that little puppy right there? And then we got him. Yes. Fish! Fish, I got fish here. Fresh fish straight from the sea to the bottom. From the sea's bosom to your mouth. I'm sure your fish are very fresh. But as rather sudden, I don't need any fish right now, so thank you, but no thanks. Oh, shame. Okay. Okay. Let's try the not so upfront approach. I'm pretty sure I can redo that one another time. Can we like part ways? Yeah, we can. Oh, okay. So it doesn't work like that. And I can, okay. So I gotta like redo the entire quest. No, that's fine. Ah, Hucker, are you? Do you sell fruit by chance? If so, I want to buy some armor. Let's say a dozen. They don't need to be export quality. No. Let's not do the direct approach this time. Why for eating, of course. May seem a lot but late, but I go through that much in no time at all. I'm a stock taker by trade, and with no vessels coming these late, my wares begin to pile up. By the same token, there's nothing compared coming in overseas. But not a day goes by and that someone doesn't come asking for next time and it's arriving. for this and that and this and that. All of it wears me down. I find myself feeling constantly hungry. Are you sure you're actually hungry? You know, when I think of it, I'm not so sure. Rather than hunger, perhaps I'm feeling unfulfilled, and I try to feel the void by gorging on food like I like. Do you like fish? Fish? I do like fish, as a matter of fact. Why do you ask? Oh, you're a fishmonger. Apologies for the misunderstanding. Seeing you there, do you happen to have acne sardine? They're perfect in a spicy soup. I also recommend them picked in oil with a generous amount of chilies. Oh, that sounds like a wonderful challenge. I didn't have a fish in mind at first, but I dare say I'll enjoy these, thank you. What is it? If you don't mind, I'm rather busy. That's my stomach. I know that feeling. Eat these things. No, nothing so unusual. In my hurry to get back to work, I just ate a little too quickly. You should take it easier. Eat more slowly and save your food. Do what I could, I can't afford to be idle. Like as in all circumstances will surely get worse before they get better. And so I'm working as hard as I can, and the better to be prepared. How do you intend to prepare? I stockpiling the supplies for that. I need a certain coin so I can buy food, medicine, what have you. You want to with me, sir? Oh, we have some dry product too, Sandyville cucumber and puff pie fish. They're the last of the batch, so if you're interested, you can have them for a discount. Truly, by all means, I'll take them all. You know what I told you earlier? I preserve what I catch, which shows to show importance of being attentive. Thank you so much for your demonstration. It was truly an eye-opening experience. Come, there's representative here. Thank you so much for showing me how to talk to customers. You managed to sell 2 things out of 3 people. You approach adventurers do indeed have great conversation skills. Watching you work was very enlightening. Applying the lessons I've learned, I hope one day to put out as well as you. Still, there's only so much I can do dealing alone. I hope that things will return to normal for Kazala soon. I thought I heard a familiar voice. And who should it be but Matsuo? Kaza, have you finished your business at the guild? So, you were there too. Forgive me. Try as I might, I can't find any buyers. With no ships coming and hardly any going, there simply aren't any options at this rate. So you can't buy my fish anymore? I'm sorry, Matsuo. I truly am, but for now you must peddle your own goods. But by myself I can't. I want to help you, I do, but as it stands, I can barely help myself. I poured my all into a construct, and I'll be damned if I let it fall apart. I have friends and families that depend on me, and I won't fail them. The sisters is my witness. Kasla. Not to worry. Using what I've learned, I'm sure I'll manage somehow. Well, I need to best return to my village, and my thanks again. Please, take care on the road. You've been busy. Managed to learn a tidbit or two, I trust. I see. We also heard the tower's affecting many locals' livelihood, but to think that it will be to such an extent. But another notable, if not wholeheartedly unexpected discovery, disappearances and kidnappings are disturbingly commonplace, and before the culprits are almost certain tempered imperial soldiers. And as before, they mean to use the faith of their hapless thralls to call forth a lunar primal. Business as usual for the Telophary. Matty, I felt you're helping. He's a custodian, is he not? Apparently, it is almost exclusive his people that are being kidnapped. Should he be traveling alone? If summoning is his primordial aim, it doth stand to reason that the Arxodia would be their primary targets. For 'tis faith of their ancestor which paralleleth in this land, and many are devout adherents still. We should go after him. Akela lies to the west, as I recall. The same direction as Carl's acquaintance, incidentally. It's settled then. Keep your eyes peeled while we make for the village. Oh. Hmm. Oh, nice. let's see how many ether currents there are. That's a lot. Holy fuck. Wow. Wow. Okay. Okay. Let's see if I can find at least most of them. Most of them. One second. Okay, I'm back. Let me just put this away real quick. Sorry about that. Once again. Hmm. Oh, there it is. Well, at most, I can collect like 2 more. Because the other ones that I can collect. Well, actually, I think I can collect all of them. Let me see. Hmm. Hmm. Weird. Okay. I'll find that one later. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so stuff. Got it. At most, I can probably have like 3 of them. Fine. This will be a long time. Keep on time. Ah, your face. It's known to me. You are the warrior who fought for the mole in the Nadim. I'm well. God, it was your bravery and skill that which inspired me to embark upon my journey, upon my own hero's journey. Aw. Yet, now I'm foolishly blundered into the den of the Matagna. Why do these others walk without fear? Do they not care if they are slaughtered? These Matanga are not like those on the Yazami steppe. I do not doubt your word, but grandmother always warned me, if you encounter a Matanga, you turn your tail and flee as fast and far as you can. Her tails were awfully bloody, and so how the very sight of them, the terror arises unbided. But I cannot stay here. I must earn enough coin to buy passage from this nightmare island as soon as possible. I beg of you, stay by my side for a time, just until I meet this Kankana person the sailor told me about. She is said to have worked and pays a fair wage, so I'll see what she wants with me. Oh. Maybe help. Somebody help. It's Mansei's voice. It came from the north. Huh? Where did they go? Why are you here? I see you found him in time. You and your friends came to look alright? I don't know how to thank you. On my own, I took a moment to stop and rest. Think about what to do about, well, everything. And then those men came. Kidnappers. I heard that the Arcasoda were being targeted. Surely you have as well. Perhaps it's best you took refuge in the city. Well, we considered it, me and the others, but fishing is all we know. The ocean is all we have. I see. That's your decision to make. But you should take care not to travel alone. A question, if I may. Tis our understanding that strange fiends have emerged from the tower. What canst thou tell us of these buildings? Not much, I'm afraid. Not much, I'm afraid. I have no idea what they are. But I've heard that some bear an unsettling resemblance to our divinities. For that reason, some have taken calling the tower Zot, House of Divinities, in the old tongue, I means. They're not the true divinities. They're monstrous imitations that only bring death. To have one's fate so twisted is a grievous indignity, and fulfilled justified art thou in thine outrage. Know that 'tis not our purpose, but to neutralize the tower, that we have journeyed to this land. In time, we may be forced to contend with these false gods, and thus we will learn all we may about them. Wilt thou not tell us thy divinities and their true nature? You've come all this way to save us? Really? I think I had you peddling fish. But to answer your question, yes, of course. We would gladly tell you about our gods. We, I say, because I'm a terrible storyteller, and I ask my fellow villagers to do it. So please come to our village. We're good, God-fearing folk, all of us, and we'd be honored to share our knowledge. And fish. Of course, the fish. Alright. What say thou? Shall I pay a visit to Lachai? Wonderful. Just follow the road, west down the hill. You can't miss it. So this is a simulacra of the Thailand god that are being summoned. If any doubt exists before, there can be none now. The kidnapper Hanish are imprisoned in the tower. I pray that we'll be able to save them. Now indeed, saving them will mean confronting our false god. Like as not, as you said, we do well to study the religious traditions. Tolak Gali. Welcome to yeah, Ali, my friend. The name means white beach. White beach. And there isn't much here save that. But please make yourself at home. Your companions have begun to talk to everyone. Feel free to show yourself, bro, and do the same. Anyone of us can tell you about our gods, but you could do worse than to start with Kagna and old Asiel. They're free at the moment, as it happens. You should know about the god. What curious visitor you are. Most want fish. In any case, I'm happily to oblige. Now, I don't know how it is once you hail, but our isle is a home to many gods. They can be divided into two groups. The Manusia, beings of wisdom, who assume the form of man, and Merg, beings of might, who assume the form of beasts. Together, they are divinities. Their form and personalities, many are and varied. Some are kind and gentle, others are stubborn and temperamental, just like we mortals can be. All are great insight and experience, but by heeding their teachings, we strive to be better people and live better lives. Interesting, you're learning about gods, you say? Huh, that's what I like to hear. Prepare your ears and then listen. In ancient time, Manusia and Namerg deities, who look like men and beasts respectively, were locked in conflict. Eventually seeking wisdom of Manusia, Namerg cast aside their own head and took upon those of their foes. Likewise, the Manusia coveted the might of Merg, and so they too resolved to trade heads. Thus were born new gods, possessed of both might and wisdom, and they ushered in a new age of harmony between the two factions. Then on, the signs of their esteem for one another, the Militia have worn animal faces and emerged the limbs of men. Okay. Matsuya. There you are. Learning a thing or two about gods, I trust. While you're talking to the others, I remember something that might be of interest. If you could let your friends know, I'll go fetch it from my home at once. Apologies for the wait. I wish to show you this hanging scroll which depicts three of our most revered deities. By all means, we'd like to see it. They are, Minus, you heard about them already, yes? Three sisters. The Sentinel is the eldest. Cinderella, a goddess of wisdom, for this, alchemists hold her in the highest. To her right is in the middle sister, Shanrava, as the goddess of wrath. She counts many traitors among her followers. On the left, Minerva, the youngest sibling, she presides over the crafts, and so beloved by weavers. Although each is worshipped for different reasons, the sisters are usually portrayed together in these works, which people keep in their homes for good fortune. in like fashion to Manasseh, the deities of Eorzea preside over myriad aspects of life. And what of Merg, if I may ask? The Merg hold power over nature in the age past, but they are revered as guardian deities in time of conflict. If you have the occasion to visit our temples and ruins, you'll find their images there. Among them is a god who possesses a Gaja's head. He is venerated as the progenitor of the Arcasodra. And then there are dragons. They occupy a special place in our history. You worship dragons too? It's said that the ancestors of the strap, there's a ruler of Ras at Khan, forged a convict with the dragon deity in ancient times. This deity has acted as a guardian deity of the satrap. Legend holds that if ever the satrap is in need, his dragon ally will fly to his aid. Dragon ally. You claim to be a terrible storyteller, but nothing could be further from the truth. The passion you bear for your faith is plain to hear. I'm confident that your information you've given us will serve as well in our efforts to deal with the tower. It is very kind to say. Thank you. I'll pray for your success. Right. I believe it's time we brought our Kyle acquaintance. An alchemist by the name of Nad Hana. According to Carl's notes, we're to find her at a place called the Great Work, further north along the coast. I got 5 quests left. Did you say you're going to see Nad Hana? Oh, how I envy you. She's brilliant and beautiful, kind and understanding. But did I say she's beautiful? I can see her with her dainty ears and adorable trunk all day. And those eyes. When you meet her, take her Take care you don't drown in them. Someone's got a little crush. So I will try and complete all of the quests from Thornthorn. First, in such manner did we find them. What could it be that fallen these people? If there was a battle, there's a conspicuous lack of blood. Is it the plague? Was it a plague I hit here? But we got rid of that, didn't we?
What happened here?
Their dress marks them as alchemists. I see no evidence of injury or poison.
Thinkest thou they but slumber?
I believe so. Whether it is by choice is another question entirely.
Oh, we have guests. You must excuse the poor welcome. Long days and longer nights have taken their toll, as you can see. I am Vashan, servant to the satrap. My task was, in fact, to wake these good men and women, if you will allow. People of the great work, I come bearing new scales.
Scales? We have new scales?
Yes, my friends. Gather round. I have them right here.
Oh, happy day. Now I can continue my experiment.
Many thanks.
One for me.
Those are dragon scales.
Yes, such materials are vital to their most pressing research.
And we are fortunate to have them. Our experiments are so close to bearing fruit. Soon we will have a talisman capable of nullifying the etheric emissions from that accursed tower. Did I say something wrong? Are you not here with Varshan? Wait, who are you people? Of course! You're the one Kryl sent. The warrior of light we've been waiting for.
Yes, same mate.
This is a day of celebration. Praise be to Cinderova.
The winds have shifted. I feel it.
The end to our toil is near.
I feel it too. My head hasn't been this clear in days.
Tell me, how did you acquire those scales?
Curious that it concerns you so. But worry not. They were freely given by the dragon with whom our satrap has forged a lawful pact.
That is well.
You must be quite familiar with Dragon King, yes?
Is this their congealed blood I see on your weapon?
Speaking of dragon blood, you yourself have been infused with it, have you not?
Oh no.
I should like to draw a file or two, if so.
Oh no.
Now, see here.
Jump!
Come along, come along.
Just jump!
I insist that you visit our laboratory.
Cease your shoving, or so help me.
He forgot I jump.
Dear, your poor companion. What with the new scales and your timely arrival, my colleagues are a little giddy with excitement.
He forgot I jump.
No harm will come to him, I promise. Meanwhile, shall we find a quiet place to talk? As you may have guessed, I am Nidana, the alchemist who sent the request to your mistress Cryo. We have workshops across the nation collaborating on this research project. But it is here, at the great work, where I collate our results. Come with me, all of you, and I can explain the crux of the situation.
Allow me to thank you for answering our call. Many towers have appeared around the world, and we are grateful that you can assist us with ours. Now, Carl herself is tied with another investigation. Art is eminently capable substitute. So, Art is incorrect. You seek to make talisman that can nullify the etheric emissions. Indeed, we do. As you know, the tower emits a vast concentration of ether. One cannot go anywhere near it without being tempered. As such, we can only study the tower from afar, and are powerless to deal with it in any consequential way. In order to strike back, the satrap bade us alchemists to create an enchanted talisman that allows our soldiers to venture into the tower, even should they lack innate protection. Could such a thing be possible? Admittedly, we are still in the midst of testing, but we are quite confident. Even prior to this, our people have long pursued countermeasures against the etheric corruption of Primos. Of the methods to date, those utilizing dragon scales proved the most promising. Scales are highly resistant to destructive force. The mightier the dragon, the greater the resistance. We seek to amplify this protector properly through our alchemy. Thanks to the scales provided by His Excellency, we have been able to make steady progress with the talisman. Soon, We ready to conduct a field test? And here is where you and your blessings of light come in. Whatever it is, just leave it to me. But I didn't have my blood drawn, I suppose. Perhaps so. And knowing my colleagues, they won't be satisfied with blood alone. But as for your task, we ask only that you serve as an escort. I'll explain in greater detail, but you'll be venturing into a tower's field of influence. And so, for your own safety, I would first test how well your blessing shields you. With your permission, of course. In that case, Ryunjay and I will find other ways to make ourselves useful. Seeing as you all work to the point of collapse, I suspect that you could do with more in hand. We'll be grateful for your assistance. You can provide it. If you're ready then, let us put your blessing to the proof. If you exit the great work and turn south, there will be a hill to the right. I'll meet you at the top after seeing some preparation. That's fine. If you didn't have any trouble finding a spice or climbing the hill, not all are accustomed to physical strain. I give you the fruit of our sweat, tears, and many sleepless nights. The drunken Deepa. A Deepa is a lantern presented by the goddess as an offering. Taking inspiration from the tradition, we created this device to test the talisman's efficiency. Upon activation, it'll move a certain distance before emitting a powerful blast of ether. In lieu of corruption, those lacking a sufficient protection will experience severe ether sickness. For your test, you'll expose 4 times. This should be enough to ascertain your blessing's protective capability. Please begin when you're ready. I shall be observing from a safe distance. Okay, repeat. Alright. Ready, either. Please stand by. Ready, either. Please stand by. Alright. Subject has no irrepressible urge to empty their stomach confirmed. Using test. Please follow. Subject sonic and bowel integrity holding. Confirmed. Resuming test. Please follow. You're struck by another powerful blast, and yet that's of no effect. The blast only appears to be keeping you safe from harm. Subject fortitude rate impressive. No irregularities confirmed. Resuming test. Please follow and brace for final discharge. You were struck by the strongest blast like digit yet, but survived completely unscathed. Ether explosion test concluded. Please click and deliver me to just supervising alchemist. Congratulations on retaining composure and your humors. Ah, you have returned, and not on your knees. A promising sign. But come, let me take the Deepa off your hands. Thank you. I shall replenish as either for when we test the talisman. So no dizziness, nausea, or any sort? You're feeling perfectly fine. Then the strength of your blessing is beyond doubt. There is no risk that the tower will corrupt you either. With this, you can request your aid for the task ahead, with easy hearts.